Miami Reports on WQAM are sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public School Technical Colleges. MDCPS Technical Colleges offer over 60 affordable accredited programs, day or evening, hands-on training aligned with local employers. Call 305-558-8000 or visit careerinayear.com and launch your future today. Dolphins getting set for the Indianapolis Colts. And yesterday, Tyreek Hill, Tua Tagovailoa, they addressed the media. And Tua, he says him and Tyreek, all good, baby.
I would say it's good. I think for what it was earlier in the summer was just that, and I think people might have blown it out of proportion to where now. I mean, we've worked we've worked on it, and I think that conversation is dead now. I think once people see Tyreek score on Sunday, everyone will forget about that. So we're in a good spot, and we've been in a good spot for some time as well. So I'm really happy with that and pleased with that, and I'm very pleased with how our guys are operating now in all rooms. Tight ends, running backs, receivers, O-line, all of that. So I'm very happy.
There you go, Tua yesterday.
So I would say this. We didn't make a big deal about it. He kind of did, which is understandable. I'm not saying he was wrong by saying the things he said about what Tyreek did. I think he had to say something. And he had to say, look, Tyreek has to rebuild it. And so from that standpoint, that kind of started the conversations of how in you and Tyreek. You know what I mean? It wasn't a situation where people were just coming to him with that. He kind of made some statements earlier that were justified, but then the follow-up every time you see him, how are you and Tyreek? How are you and Tyreek?
Well, I think what I would say is Tua is one of those guys, literally everything he said is blown up. So maybe it doesn't register the same to him.
Right.
Like when he says something and he's just being honest about it, like
he's too forthcoming.
He is honest.
But you know what?
He is honest.
It's easier to do it the way he did it
than
to fake it, and then the first sign you see of anything, have to revisit it over and over again.
Right.
Right? So, like, people say they want players and coaches to be honest. I'm going to tell you right now, no, you don't. No, you don't. You want them to do exactly what they do, kind of hang around on the fringes without really saying anything, because if you got the truth, then you would have a problem with that. So just stop with that. I think Tua handled it. He gave you some honest thoughts on it simply because it was a serious offense.
Of course.
So you had to approach it that way as the leader on the team.
Yep.
And they worked through it. We don't know where that is, because when you have situations like this, you can't really judge how the situation is when things are going great, because nobody can say nothing.
That's kind of the theme for the whole team, right? Because everybody seems to think there's that there's a rift. Everybody on the team publicly is saying this is the closest team. Even Tyreek said this yesterday. This is the closest team I've ever been on. Everybody's hanging out with each other. They spent basically half a training camp on the road together.
Right.
That's just a matter of, will it hold if there's a 2-game losing streak? That's going to be the test. I believe them that they're intentioned.
You don't know.
But we won't know until they face real adversity.
Here's the issue. When you got to deal with the heat, not just the heat from the media, from the fans, when you got to deal with the heat after a failure, okay, that's when you know how close your team is.
For sure.
Because people inherently get defensive, even if what you're saying is true. Right? It's just human nature.
Well, I think that was part of what happened with Tyreek too. We talked about that too. Like, it was bad what he did, and he definitely was wrong in what he said afterwards, but it also, you could tell it was overly emotional. Like, he probably should have. He couldn't have won, because if he would have blown off the media, that would have been a story too at the end of the year. But we also got to take into account, like, he very clearly was very heated when he spoke to the media as the season ended and said that he wants off the Dolphins.
I'm not mad at Tyreek for being frustrated. I'm mad at the way he expressed himself, expressed his frustrations with how things were going, with turning your back on the guys that were in battle with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the big no-no. And then once you did that, it almost felt like he doubled down by saying other things that he regretted because he was trying to save face. And so it made it a lot worse than better.
This was Tyreek Hill yesterday reacting to Tua's comments that the beef has been blown up.
That's typically what you guys do, blow it out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of, how, the views and, it gets spread all over the internet. But at the end of the day, like, me and Tua know exactly where we stand at. He knows, and I know that we both have a brother, you know what I'm saying, for the rest of our life. And we're going to continue to build, man, each and every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, brothers fight all the time. Like, I fight with my brothers. Like, we go at it all the time. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we know what the main goal is. We still family. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to continue to get better each and every day.
There you go. Tyreek Hill yesterday.
You know what gets me better?
Bombs.
That
Cheetah
when
bombs.
I look to my left and I look to my right, that my guys are with me.
You know what would get me better? Leaving Xavier Howard in the dust.
Oh,
in the dust.
He will.
And we just get him just streak into the end zone. That would get me better.
Yeah.
That would make me feel real good.
Tua is an emotional diva.
Ooh.
Holy smokes, that's coming out of nowhere.
Cody also goes, Frosty.
You know what? He couldn't, Tua couldn't be emotional and make it through what he went through his rookie year. Right? You got to have a level of just.
Yeah, I remember because we were still doing mornings back in his first couple of years. So I went to a lot of practices with him when all that stuff was going on. You could definitely feel how defeated he felt.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
Remember the whole I don't not feel wanted thing? You could tell, but he was a young guy. Like, it was getting to him. His coach clearly was rats off a ship on him.
Right.
He is a different guy than that. Like, I think that this is a mature guy
mm-hmm.
who's got years in, obviously has been through a lot of physical adversity too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I don't think any of this stuff is calculated by him. I think this is just, I think you're right. Like, I think it's genuinely how he feels. And I want to believe all of them. It's just a matter of, but they know what's going to come. If they blow this against the Colts to start the season, they know what's going to come with it. It's cool that they're all going around they talk, we do. But if you don't do, then the more talking will follow. And it's going to be deserved because all of these guys who are the faces of the franchise, they've all been handsomely rewarded. And since that's happened, so that's why it's a don't lose.
Get back to this.
I like how you're good. You're good.
Thank you.
You're good.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for little goosies. No goosies. To close things out here, we'll also blend this in with a little 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored. Brought to you by the Lexus DX. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. What do we have today?
What was that? What was my
Birderer.
I didn't partake in those hateful names, Jennifer.
Thank you so much for the first time.
Whoa! Look, even when you can't win.
-1
Can't win.
for Sass.
I'm just saying.
For lashing out.
Wait, why are you sideballing me?
Are you done being sad?
Fine.
What do you got for goosies?
Tua. Excited to face Xavier Howard.
I think that'll be cool. I got a lot of respect for my dog. He was really the last of the Mohicans. You know, when I got in, he was the OG when I got in here, and so I got a lot of respect for him. And I think he was the longest Dolphin that I can remember since being here.
Got the goosies. He basically called him an old man and washed.
Okay.
That's the way I took it. Did you take it any other way?
I have the goosies for a different reason. Just because
goosies.
It's fun playing against guys that you were cool with, that either went to college with, you grew up with, or whatever, and it makes it fun. it makes it fun being able to, tell stories, in the future of, hey, remember that time I got you on that,
Did you ever get to face somebody that you came into the league with, but then they got a little too long in the tooth on the next matchup?
Yeah, there were some guys that went to other clubs. Like I played with a linebacker, Mike Johnson, who was really good, and then he went to Detroit. Played with some other guys that play in other spots that they were on the team when I got to Cleveland. So yeah, I did.
Jennifer, do you have the Goosies for Tua VX?
Sure, I have the Goosies.
It sounds it doesn't sound like the Goosies. It kind of sounds like yeah.
It is what it is.
That doesn't sound like the Goosies at all.
There's no middle Goosies though.
As the kids say,
that would be no Goosies.
As the kids say, you're pretty mid on this.
I am pretty mid.
That's
on
not.
this,
That
yes.
would be
That's
no.
not
That would be no Goosies.
So mid is no Goosies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then no Goosies.
All right.
Wow, we had to talk you into your gooses. That's crazy.
She's still upset about Lady Gaga. No showing her.
No, I'm upset with other things now.
Vlad, Goosies, no Goosies.
Yeah, that means he's gonna be throwing it deep to Tyreek, and if you got Tyreek in your fantasy league, yeah, you should have Goosies.
Should have the Goosies. You should.
Goosies galore.
Goosies on top of Goosies on top of Goosies on top.
By the way, I think you should jump on the Finns +1.5 because things kind of move around close to.
So Indy's
daytime.
favored.
Yes.
In this game.
Yes.
Slightly,
They're at home.
Slightly.
So why are you calling like I don't understand?
Why am I calling it don't lose?
Yeah.
Because don't lose to the Colts, dude. That's why.
Even though the Colts are favored,
Favorite schmavored.
then why do we make a big deal about it?
Why did I make a big deal out of what?
The points. And then
He just brought up a fact. I don't
Okay.
care. I don't care what Vegas says.
I got you.
You
Okay.
think,
Oh,
guys? We
Vegas-
had a great game out there. Don't worry about losing because we were 1.5 point underdogs anyway.
I'm not saying that. I'm just
That's what you
saying
sound
like
like.
you
They're always gonna have
the way
like
you're
10 against
commenting,
it.
the way you're commenting is like the Dolphins were like a touchdown favorite. And I'm like, they're underdogs or close to even.
How are you gonna feel if they lose?
Week 1.
Oh my god! Just don't show up on Monday.
Oh, so he says he's gonna be a week one. That's what he says.
Yeah, don't show up on Monday.
No,
No,
I'm saying
no. He
week
didn't say
one.
week 1. He said he's gonna be a week 1.
When is the okay? So when's the
WAK.
appropriate week when you can have? When do you? How long your football opinions need to cook? 4 weeks.
The Jets game?
2 weeks.
What do you have? What do you?
2 weeks.
What do you
2
have?
weeks. 2 weeks.
Football opinion
weeks.
souffle.
2 weeks because if you get into the 0-2, 0-3, 1-3, 1-4, if you get into those situations, history has shown that your chances of making a playoff.
I'm going to tell you something right now. If you come here on Monday, win or loss, with it's a week 1, I'm going to be very upset with you.
Okay.
Okay.
But that's what I'm gonna do.
But you shouldn't have. You got to have.
If they come in and win,
football takes.
wait.
Have some football.
If I'm
takes.
coming, that is a football take.
It's not a
If
football
they
take.
come in and win by 50, I'm gonna say, good start, week 1.
Great.
Why? What are you gonna claim Super Bowl champs?
I don't know. I don't know what I'll claim. We'll see how the game goes.
I mean, but it's week 1. Like if they win by 50, like you're gonna be excited, but it's week 1.
You've literally been doing this since August, though. You've literally been doing this
What?
since August. Tapping out in the you've literally been doing this since August. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's OTAs. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's preseason. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's training camp. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's week 1. And you want to know what's? I got to tell you something right now, dude.
What?
I know exactly what you're gonna do after week 2 if they started out 1-2.
What am I gonna do?
It's just 2 weeks.
No, I'm not.
It's just 2 weeks.
No, I'm not.
It's
Because
just-
then you got to
Why
look
are
at
you
the
worried?
product. How are they losing these
Why are
games?
you worried?
You think it matters how you lose a game?
What doesn't matter? What does it matter? It's 2
All right.
weeks. It's just
Okay.
15 games left.
Okay.
Leroy knows history, man.
You're gonna call them Super Bowl champs after 2 weeks if they start 2-0
You know what?
and
I don't know what I'm
dominate?
gonna say. I don't know what I'm
Yeah,
gonna say.
we
but
know what you're gonna say.
I don't know what I'm gonna say, but you know what?
Heat
I'm gonna
5.
tell you something right now.
That's what you're gonna say. Heat 5.
You know what I'm
You're
gonna say
gonna
right
heat
now?
5 the
I'll tell you
whole
what I'll say
season,
right now.
right? Because here's what you do: you get so excited over 1 or 2 weeks, right? And as the season goes on,
Better than you who's excited about nothing. No opinions other than you hate Aaron Rodgers. That's it. That's the only opinion you have. And then you deny it.
I have an opinion.
Guys,
Yes.
you guys are not giving me goosies with this argument.
It's just because, this is not the mood you should have coming into football. It's not. It's not.
I'm not.
You're
I'm
kinda
excited about
you're
football.
Yeah, don't
dissing
sound
the
it.
season.
I'm not excited.
You're
about
basically
football.
saying this is
You're
preseason.
negative.
You just call this preseason game number 4, basically.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Pretty much.
You don't give me the goosies with your attitude, because your attitude,
Trust
it's
me.
like that's that fake enthusiasm.
Trust me. Let me tell you something, dude. You need to get some football blue chew because you just made this goosey so flaccid. Like
By the
that's
way,
been you on football.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That
this is
be
why this is a
flaccid
great show.
goosies. I'm offended by that.
We
I
started
don't want to
out
give
talk-
anybody's goosies flaccidness.
We started talking about Darren Waller not being hit and his virginity. Now we come to flaccidness. I love it.
This has gone downhill
yes.
real quick.
This has come full circle.
Just like let's go, dude. It's football. Oh, dude.
Very quick.
Bukaki.
Ridiculous, dude. All right, what's number 2, Jennifer?
Let's hope no one goes flaccid here. Lamar Jackson on facing the Bills.
All right, here's what he had to say going into Sunday Night Football.
Mark, how many times have you gone back and watched the Buffalo game at all?
I can't count. Just watching film a lot, but just me going back to see like a loss. I don't know.
When you look at the film, what do you see?
I see we could have did better. That's it.
Wow.
I'm like, what do you do? When you go back and look at a loss, you only looking at it to see what could I have done different to win the game.
No, you look at one play. Mark Andrews not catching that 2-point conversion.
Oh my God, that ball kicked his ass. But you know what it was? It was like he was expecting a bullet and it came and he reached before the ball was there. It looked awkward. Man, come on.
I got the goosies.
Of what for what?
Sounds like he's got the eye of the tiger, dude. He's focused.
Yeah, because they haven't played the games yet.
Focused.
Everybody got the eye of the tiger.
Focused. You got the goosies? Goosies.
Huh?
You got the goosies?
Oh,
Obviously not.
You
It's a
know
week
why?
1 game. It doesn't matter.
Here we
right?
go. Here.
Doesn't matter.
Let me tell you why. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's certain humps that Lamar needs to get over as a player, right? He's done it in the regular season. He's beat all these teams. They look like the best team in NFL. Then the playoffs come, and they have all these little boneheaded plays or mistakes where they can't get over the hump. So they could go on a run where they go 10-0, and everybody's gonna say, "You're not graded on this, Lamar. You're graded on the playoffs." That's one thing you can say about the Baltimore Ravens as of right now. Am I accurate with that? Or if they beat Buffalo by 30, everybody's going to be like, "Oh, they're the team this year." We've been saying that for the last 2 years.
But if they lose this game to Buffalo, they're going to be like, it's in their head.
No.
Yeah.
No, because the
Don't watch
playoffs
them.
is
Week 1
totally
doesn't
different.
matter.
This whole season.
You shouldn't even watch tonight.
Hold on. This whole season with Baltimore, all everybody's going to talk about is Lamar in the playoffs.
Rightfully so.
Okay. So win or lose during the regular season against one of these teams, if they win, they're going to say it ain't the playoffs, right?
What if they lose?
They'll be in it again. He'll have another chance to
Mental
play him
block.
in the playoffs.
Jennifer, goosies? No goosies?
I have goosies.
Goosies.
Buffalo and the Ravens will play twice this year.
Okay.
Maybe.
So, and the only time anybody cares about is Lamar against Josh Allen in the playoffs.
So you're not going to watch Sunday Night Football?
Yeah, I am. I didn't say it don't count.
Kind of feels like that's what you're saying.
I'm just saying it's hard to classify any team as anything after week 1.
Wrong.
You can pick the Super Bowl champ after week 1?
I'll have a better idea.
No, you won't.
Yeah, we will.
No, you won't.
Come on, dude.
Did you know the Eagles were going to win after week 1 last year?
I had a better feeling about it.
No, you didn't.
Sure I did.
Nobody thought the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl after week
beating
1.
the Packers, yeah.
No, what did they start? They started off like they went to fire the damn coach.
Bro,
They beat the Packers,
What are you
though, in
talking
week
about?
1.
Like they were sitting there doing the capoeira.
The what?
Yeah, they were in Brazil. They beat the Packers in week 1.
Vlad, goosies? No goosies for Lamar?
Of course, I always got goosies. for Lamar.
Goosies.
It's Lamar, 2-time MVP. Should have been 3.
Pretty much.
That's all the time we have for goosies. You ruined it.
I ruined it.
You guys were fighting.
You ruined
It was more.
Just
It was
get
more.
people more excited for football.
How am I?
Because it's like it's
Well, should I be excited like you? And
Yeah.
just come up with these
Yeah.
outrageous.
You know what's forming outside?
Hmm?
Rain clouds.
yeah. I mean, it's like,
Wow.
you
I'll
are.
tell you something now. You better not ever say nothing about. Yeah, will you give me a hard time?
You are. You know what you are? You're football emo. That's what you are.
What?
You're football emo.
You're a Grinch today.
Yeah.
I'm not a Grinch.
You're a football Grinch.
Why is everybody think I'm a Grinch?
Because you're a football Grinch.
Okay.
You're
Just
a Grinch,
because I try
Aaron?
to keep you guys grounded
No, you know
on going into week 1.
We don't want to be grounded.
Okay.
Nobody wants. I
We
want
wanna
to be
be
high as a
excited.
kite, Yogi.
I've done it for
Yeah.
many years. I don't want to be grounded.
I want to have
Okay.
fun.
Okay.
And you're like, it doesn't matter.
You can have fun.
You're like, don't be mad if they lose to the Colts.
I didn't say don't be mad.
Yeah, you said they're not. You said they're underdogs. You can't be mad.
Gridiron Grinch.
I say just put it in perspective.
Good job.
I have perspective.
When your team's an underdog, right? And you go into a game legitimately pissed off that if they don't get a win.
Do you know how embarrassing it is to be an underdog to Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Okay. So go out and stomp them.
Exactly. That's my point.
Okay.
And if they don't, repercussions.
Would you say that if you bet the Dolphins, you would get plus money?
I can look
Yeah, look.
before we go. Fire up my Hard Rock app.
Who we betting on tonight?
He's
I
betting
got
the
Dallas.
Cowboys.
Plus the points.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I like the over in the game.
Even
Dallas
money
ain't-
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means basically it's a
pick 'em.
pick 'em.
Right. Exactly.
It's not a pick 'em to me.
Can't lose.
Don't lose.
Can't lose a pick 'em.
Don't
Oh
lose.
my goodness.
Don't
Me and
lose,
you
dude.
are gonna get
Don't
into
lose,
we're gonna
dude.
get
Do not lose.
into the biggest fight over these sayings every week.
We'll talk to you rascals tomorrow.